My heart goes bam, 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 bam. Oh, tell me the truth, you see me for you. I don't need nobody like you.
Courtside, saying she don't wanna cry no more. Lady loving me feel like a chore. Giving chance after chance, so ain't no way that she's coming back to me. After all the things that she's seen, believe.
Bam, 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 bam. My heart goes bam, 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 bam. Oh, tell me the truth, you see me for you. I don't need nobody like you.
Courtside, saying she don't wanna cry no more. Lady loving me feel like a chore. Giving chance after chance, so ain't no way that she's coming back to me. After all the things that she's seen, believe.
Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us. Those of you that have joined us early. And yes, we have the one, the only, the multi-talented, the super beautiful, the one that makes the world go around if it's not Magali Delarosa. Hola, chica. See, did you like my little audience thing?
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you
I
doing?
did. I'm good. How are you?
I'm alive and well. I mean, I'm doing our thing. You know, I like, you know, the fact that we are back again, you and I, in good company at least. A lot has gone on since the last time we talked, which has been several months ago. Number one,
Yeah.
you added to your resume. You are an actress, like full blown.
Right.
I saw the red carpet photos. I was like,
Mhm.
does this girl do anything? I mean, holy smokes, you do everything.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's a very exciting time in my life right now because stuff is really starting to take off. Since we spoke, we premiered a movie. I was in San Antonio doing that recently. I booked another
We are
movie, wrapped
back
on another
again.
movie, stuff like that. And I just did a short film, and I'm shooting a movie in September, another film. So I'm very excited.
Well, that's
Very
that's
cool.
that's a lot on your plate. And then you just yesterday, what happened? What was the good news from yesterday?
My video released my new song, Para que seas feliz, but also the day before that, I was told that it made it into the Tejano Top Gold Countdown. So that was super. It's the second song off my album to make it on the countdown. So I hope that my fans, if you guys are listening, take it all the way to the top, guys. Just keep requesting it and liking it. Oh, very excited.
Yeah, like it, share it, and then in the promo, I had your other song that you had released not too long ago, the English song, which it just shows once again your versatility and your ability to. I mean, you have all this talent, woman. You're making me jealous.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a project. I wrote this. I'm very proud of that. And then my director, he had all these crazy ideas. He's like, let's go do this like Egyptian kind of thing. And like, he's like, lost in the desert. I'm like, let's just go and see what happens. And I really ended up liking the video a lot. It was really cool. Something different for the audience, but it was received very well. I'm excited about that.
Well, yeah, I know. I was waiting for it, and I was really excited because you always have great quality. And what some people may not know is that you have a huge, heavy hand in the outfits and the costumes and what they wear.
Yes, that's true. So there might be some of my music videos where like I have these like dark circles under my eyes, but you know what, guys, it's all night long, making sure everyone's like ready for this last video. Um, it was a labor of love because I'm gonna share something very, very personal. My daughter was sick most of summer, so a lot of the costumes that I made, I did them sitting with her while she was recovering in bed, and I'm there just by hand, like checking on her, taking care of her. But also most of that was like done by hand. So it was a labor of love, but it got done, and I'm so excited. And she's better, and it all worked out. But it was really difficult. This was a lot of work. This last video.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, like you said, because you kind of broke up there, your daughter is doing better, correct?
Yes, she's doing so much better. She had like a summer cold that lasted, very long. But as a mom, when your baby has like anything, it's like the biggest deal.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, a lot of that, a lot of typing on my laptop, sending things from home, basically. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good. I'm glad that she's doing so much better. It can be tough, especially when you're younger and you have an ailment. I myself am getting over some pain. I had a paper cut and I was eating French fries. Oh, just sorry. No. But no, it's really, really good. Real quick, let's go ahead and send out some shout outs. Carla Christina, how you doing, girlfriend? Beautiful voice. Oh my gosh, she's got like uber's amounts of talent. She's actually going to be playing
yeah.
here this weekend. Well, not this weekend, in September. She'll be playing in Midland, Odessa, which is I'm super excited to see that. Mario and Elaine Cardenas, how you guys doing? The big Tejano supporters right there, and Eddie Garcia, Ed Master, how are you doing, brother? Thank you for joining here with Magali, of course. Now, let's go ahead and you've already kind of given us a little bit about this song, but what other stuff? I mean, this song is, I don't know, it has been released not too long now, has it?
No, it's just barely, we put it out like a few weeks ago. And then, of course, the video just released yesterday. We did them kind of separate just to kind of give the song a little bit of traction. And I guess it worked because it did make the countdown. I'm very excited for that. And hopefully, with the video, it'll give it the boost that it needs, hopefully, to go to #1, guys. That would be so cool.
Yeah, call it in and
But
test it.
it was one of those songs off my last album that when I heard it in the video, I knew I was going to do a video to it, but I knew it was also going to be the last video we did for the album. And it was just special. It is a tale, actually a true story of somebody in my family. I won't give the names, but it came from an actual relationship within my family, and that's who inspired this video, and that person I care about deeply. This was kind of like my a tribute to them in a way. And it's very special to me. I really love the song, and I like how the video came out. So I want to thank Valdemar Garcia, my director, because he really, I gave him, I pitched him the story, and he made it into a fairy tale. So thank you very much. If he's watching, if he's listening.
Well, Chris Zavala is here. Hello, Chris Zavala. How are you doing, buddy? Man, nice to see you. It's really good that he's here. He says, "Love you, amiga." Magali Delarosa.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for all the flyers that you do for me and all the people in the Tejano industry. You're so talented, and God bless you.
That's and I was telling you earlier how I follow a lot of your musicians, whether musicians that you have that have Facebook and everything else. You have a really, really great band that backs you up as well. That's a blessing in itself, isn't it?
Yes, they're amazing. They're all super talented individually. They're just so talented in what they do. Most of them, they do multiple instruments. They do their own producing on the side as well. What can I say? They're all very humble. All the band members that I have, sweet. They're very humble. They're just, they're like my. So that to me is very important. I don't want to work with anybody that has a bad attitude or bad vibes. Like I can't with any of that stuff. I'm lucky that I have a team and they're all really great. So I am blessed, and I want to thank my band for doing such a great job in the video. You guys for always wearing the wardrobe that I
Yeah, that was one of the things that we talked about, how you do also, have a hand in what they wear, which is, I'll be honest with you, it's really refreshing. And some of the younger people in the audience, they don't understand that, back in the day, and I'm talking long before you and I, everybody was very coordinated, very well dressed, and it was really really cool to see how now people, artists like you, bring that back to have a little bit of unity, and kind of I think it helps make more unity, and help the morale with everybody, because they're all kind of the same, looking the same, but they're all one unit.
Yes. Yeah, I like that. I like for them to coordinate, like for them to look the same, because I know that once it's their time to shine on stage, you'll see them as their individual selves. But as a team, I want us to all be cohesive, match, and like I'm real crazy about that stuff. Never to the point where I'm a diva with anyone, but I think they already know. I'm like I'll even bring extra, like I'll bring extra this and this just in case somebody forgot. Oop, I have it. I have an extra shirt. Like I'm a little cuckoo that way. So
Yeah, that's really cool. The first thing that I got the impression was that movie, Sister Act 2, where they're like, oh, I missed the button, and she goes, don't worry about it. She pulls out this big roll of duct tape. Everything can work with duct tape.
me, and I love that movie. I'm so happy that you referenced that movie. That movie changed my life. It was the first time I had ever heard of Lauryn Hill. It's the first time I ever heard her sing, and when she did, oh my God, she blew me away. My dad took me and my sister to see that movie, and after that, I would not stop singing and dancing. Oh, I was obsessed with it. I'm still obsessed with Lauryn Hill. She has definitely influenced my music. She's wonderful. One of the best singers in the world, I believe.
Oh yeah, she is. She was with the Fugees, and then she went on her own, and the song she redid of Roberta Flack, and that's just that's just wonderful. Hey, we got Roxy Grupo Texas who's joining us today.
Ooh.
How are you doing, Roxy? And also Mario Rodriguez, welcome, brother. And Gracie, how are you doing, Gracie? So we're getting some people in here. Thank you so very much for joining us. Real quick, let's go ahead and take a quick one, and let's listen to your new song, since we have your new song and the music video. This one, so just to reiterate, para que seas feliz, it's based on a true story, something that happened. Well, the video is, right, but the song in itself, what's the origins of the song, just real quick?
Well, my dad, and see, it's so he wrote the song. When we go through the screening process of putting the album together, we'll have a whole list of songs that we're going through, and some of them are a yes, some of them are no. This one was definitely a yes. And so this whole time I'm like thinking, like, it's about this person, and he's like, no, not at all, it's about this. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever, I'm still gonna like do the story like this way and that way. But so we're thinking two different, but the sentiment is the same. So
well, that's the beautiful thing about music, is that it can, the intent can be one thing, but it's how people take it. And music is so beautiful and so wonderful in the sense that it can remind you of someone, it can remind you of an event, you can even smell things, and so it's a wonderful thing.
yes.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, Indio on the radio with Magali Delarosa, and this one's called Para que seas feliz.
Esta vida que vivemos ya no soporto esta tristeza que yo te causo. Para que seas feliz, mejor me voy de tu vida, aunque me llene esta herida. Así es mejor que vivir peleando. Para que seas feliz, es mejor de una vez separarnos, aunque me duela al pensarlo. Así es mejor que vivir como extraños, para que seas feliz. Para que seas feliz, mejor me voy de tu vida, aunque me llene esta herida. Así es mejor que vivir peleando. Para que seas feliz, es mejor de una vez separarnos, aunque me duela al pensarlo. Así es mejor que vivir como extraños, para que seas feliz. Para que seas feliz.
Wow.
Eee.
You know, I have a question for you, and I only ask this question because I know a lot of your music. Um, how do you train to sing all these songs? Because it's like you never breathe. It's like, does it put you in a spot where you're like, okay, you guys just play an instrumental. I got to go catch my breath.
Yeah, I mean, it does take a lot of practice. Like, so for example, the show that we have coming up next Saturday, I was at the gym today and I was like singing and dancing like how I would be doing it on stage. Because you have to exercise not just like your body, but you have to exercise your throat and your breathing. And it's all about that. And it's like, I'm very strict. Like everyone knows this. I don't have dairy products. I don't have cheese. I don't have milk. I feel like all of that affects the throat. It's not good for your sinuses. I have throat spray. I have organic honey. I have non like decaf tea. Like I'm very weird about my voice. I'm extra. I take a backpack to the studio with me filled with all kinds of stuff, a scarf all the time. Like I'm extreme. I take things to the extreme sometimes with the throat.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, me, I'm very disciplined when it comes to weight loss. I take the Slim Fast shakes. Those are awesome. You just pour it in there, a couple of scoops of Haagen-Dazs and some cookies. And I mean, it's
Now you're making
yeah. No, you know what? And you know, I don't know if I've said this, but man, you got a great sense of style. I love what you wear. You the whole
Thank
thing
you.
just, you know, the production value on it is really, really good. But I always love what you're wearing. And like I told you, you know, and I have to confess this, I'm not this big cheeser or anything else, but on this concert that you're going to be at on the 26th, or is it the 27th, in Brownsville. I'm going to be there, but I'm so excited to see what you're going to wear, because you always come out with these outfits that are, I'm like, oh, no, she bought that at Walmart. Yeah, she didn't know. No, nobody could say that because it's so different and so well put together.
Yes, it's gonna be very blinged out. I can tell you that. So all the stuff that I wear, I like really shine and really bling, and I think I get that from my grandmother on my mother's side because she raised us. She was a very fancy lady growing up. She had like earrings like this, and was just wild fashionista. Then my dad's mother, so I took from both of those chapters and I blended it into one. So I think that's definitely where I get it from.
Well,
Go grandmas.
yeah, right. It's definitely an eclectic look, which is wonderful to see. It's not, you take advantage of the fact that you are a very beautiful woman, but on top of that, it's just it's beautiful. I really, I really do have, I really do mean that. You have a wonderful sense of style, and you know, I'll tell you, it's different for me, and I'll say this because I'm gonna make a confession. Nobody, don't tell nobody, okay? But
Oh,
yeah, uh, but I have, aside from my shirts that I wear, my Cubo shirts
uh-huh.
at home, I have 10 of everything. So like, I have 10 T-shirts, all the same color, all the same brand, and 10 pairs of pants and shorts. So I don't think about what I'm going to wear in the morning. I just grab it because they're all the same. And so
Yeah.
I just don't think about it. I just have like, just grab it, and that's what I wear. I'm sure for you that's a nightmare, but it, to me, it's just like, it makes, I'd rather think about other things than what I'm going to wear.
Well, it's funny because my everyday wear, like, I feel like I've had the same everyday wear, like gym stuff and like errand stuff for years and years. Like, I only just go all out for like the performances and the videos and stuff, But my everyday wear, like, I wore pants today to the gym I've had for like ever. You've seen those pants in same videos from like 4 or 3 years ago, Like that stuff, like when I'm casual, but when I'm dressy, I'm like really, really dressy. So
See, that's really, really hard to believe. It's because I see you. I guess it's because every time I've seen you, it's always been like, oh, she glows. She's a big fashion thing, which is awesome. I mean, it's not derogatory in any sense of the way. It's an admiration thing. Um, but it's cool that you have that side of you where you could just relax, big T-shirt, and just sit down, eat some popcorn, and watch a movie.
definitely. Definitely pictures I don't think my fans want to see. Like today I had the most hideous outfit.
Oh
It
no.
was like a hollow shirt with like these tie dye pants. Like, no, like it was not cute at all. But whatever. I got
I get real comfortable. I'm that guy that has those pair of shorts that are all torn and everything else. He's had them for 12 years. I'm that guy. I My
nice.
mom, she had an earache and she wanted me to take her to the emergency room. And I was like, okay. And so I picked her up and she's like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, I'm comfy. I was at home when you called me. And so
Yeah.
I take her to the emergency room for her ear, and the nurse comes up, and the nurse is like, um, are you hungry? Do you want a sandwich? And I was like, I can eat. And so she gave me this sandwich, and this other nurse, and she's like, you want something to drink? And I was like, that is so nice of you. And she bought me a soda. And when my mom finally came out, and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, these people are so nice. They gave me this sandwich and this soft drink. And she's like, look at what you're wearing, man. They think you're a bum. And I was like, oh yeah, huh? So
Oh
she was
my
like,
goodness.
you could not take me anywhere unless you're dressed. And so that's been the case for 15 years since. So, but yeah,
That is so funny.
sorry, I had to celebrate. I mean, not celebrate, but share that with you. Rick Phoenix Manzo, the guitar man. He had a
Uh,
yeah, he had benefit not too long ago. He's a great person, really great, really awesome. So, what we have the concert. Talk to me about this concert that's coming up for you.
Oh, well, I'm so excited. Like, talked off camera. First of all, it's going to be in Brownsville, Texas, August the 27th. It's Ruby Ann's 281 Takeover. And it's going to be showcasing a lot of different artists, and not just people from the Valley, but a couple of people I believe are coming in from San Antonio and stuff. But off camera, me and you spoke about how not only is this to me there. I'm saying hi. Not only is this like a great opportunity for this amazing showcase and to meet all these artists, because some of them I haven't met. Um, but I've forged a really close friendship with Ruby Ann, and you know her very well, and she's just so sweet. So if she's watching, I love you, sister. We're like besties now. But anybody that's coming to the show, I will be posting information, all the artists that's on my website, book fan page, and there are pre-sale tickets available, guys. So get in on those tickets. It's an all-day event, and it's going to be great. It's going to be really positive. Bring the family. It's just going to be wonderful. We're actually planning on doing another one, but I kind of have to keep that a little bit under wraps until we get all the details set. So
Most definitely, and like you said earlier, hi there to Sonia de la Paz, another amazing, beautiful person who has like all the talent in the world. Magali, you bring all the best people out. Look at you. Getting back to that.
Of her, she's. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. I'm talking over
No,
y'all.
no. Go ahead.
Oh no, it was because you mentioned her, and I believe she's going to be doing a show like in the Valley or like in the RGB sometime soon. So I'm there. If she's watching, I want to come see her perform. I haven't seen her perform yet, and I haven't met her in person. She's the only one of the only female artists I haven't met. So girl, I'm there, front doing this.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I got a chance to see her there in Laredo, where she's from, and it's quite a show. And she has, well, first of all, she's amazingly beautiful and talented, and then she has such command and presence on the stage, much the way I envision you, because I can see it through the way you perform on in your music videos. And it's her, and Carla Cristina is another person. It's wonderful to see the women doing as well as they are in the Tejano industry now. It's long overdue, and it proves that just giving people the chance, they can rise. And that's part of my acumen here is, good music is good music. Like, we were talking before, I put on, which song is my favorite song that you do. And,
Yeah.
I do it I play it because I love it. I love the song, and good music is good music. That's all there is to it. It doesn't matter, when it was written or when it was done, as long as it's good music, that's all that really matters. And hopefully that's one of the things you and Ruby are doing that's wonderful with this 281 takeover. You have a lot of young people that are just new into the business, that you're giving them the opportunity to be in front of all these people and perform their music. And like you said, it's good to take advantage of those opportunities to sing. So, how does it feel for you to have, to be helping these people out with, with these artists out with their opportunity?
It feels incredible. I want to be whoever has questions. If anyone ever wants to message me or DM me, I do get a couple of questions from artists like, oh, how do I do this, or how do I? I'm happy to help. I'm happy to give any kind of information I can give. But I just did some choreography for Crystal Torres. She has a show coming up with me. And I was so honored that humbled that she asked me to do a dance for her for one of her songs, and she was practicing it today. So I'm so excited. That just made me feel so special that she reached out to me and asked me for that favor. So
yeah,
that's great. If anybody watching questions, DM me, Facebook me, whatever, comment, and I will message you back. I'm pretty good about that. So
Oh yes, you're always on it, uh, um, and that's wonderful. And then the fact that just your history. We talked about your history before when I interviewed you before. I mean, you've been in California. You're here, and we touched a little bit on your music that you have. It's not cookie cutter music. You have you cross so many different genres and blend so many genres. Is that just something that just happens, or is very calculated, or what goes into that? Because I mean, your music is everywhere, and it's wonderful to have such a variety, a conglomerate of different songs that make up your catalog.
I guess the way that I like, and I will do this reference, like when I'm making an outfit, it just like I'll grab the fabric, grab the trim. I already have the idea in my head, and then I just make it happen. That is the same process that I feel my dad goes through. He's written about like 95% of my music. He goes into the little studio. He has a home studio, and he just gets work. He has these ideas. He starts putting them down. Then he'll bring in my producer, and he'll start, put his own like little spices in it, and then it just fuses together, and then I'll come in and we'll come up with the melody and figure out where they're going to go in the background vocals, and it all just kind of cooks together. Like that's just the recipe we've been using for years, but we all love all different types of music, so we'll throw in a little salsa here, a little cumbia here, a little blues here, some electric guitar here, because we love music. So that's the way we've always worked it, and it's been working. And now we're in the studio doing album number 5. I think we're about 4 songs in, and I just heard a song that they finished yesterday. I was in the little studio yesterday working with them. I told them, I said, it's gonna be hard to pick a single to do a video to, because I like all the songs. So
Yeah,
that's why we for this last album, because I couldn't pick just one or two. Like I wanted to do the whole album's videos. So it's gonna be great. The next single is gonna be
well, if anything, I know that you always have great product that you put out there, and it's always something that I look forward to. And like I said, I was waiting on your music video, and I was so glad that we were able to play it earlier today. And much like like you said with your father, he experiments and everything. That's wonderful to see. It reminds me of Sonia de la Paz's husband, Diego. I call him the Wizard of Oz because he's like, you need a heart here. Let me give you this heart. Let me give you this.
that's tough right there. I like that they work together and they're together and they do their thing. Like I think that's inspiring, because it can be done. A lot of people are like, I can't, work and like also, whatever, but no, like you can, and she does, and I see that, and I think that's very inspiring.
Yeah, well, I mean, what you do is very inspiring. You have, you put your heart and soul into all of your music. I can definitely feel the emotion from every song that you put out there. And then plus also you have you you have great style. You put a lot of yourself into it, and it's very Magali. There's nobody that I can't put you with anything. You're just by yourself, and which is wonderful, and what everyone wants to be. You want to stand out. When we were kids, we all wanted to be part of everything. We all wanted to blend in, but once you get older, you want to say, this is me, and it's
Yes,
wonderful.
definitely.
So, well, with that being said, I want to play a song to show your versatility, and you know which song I'm going to be playing because this is my favorite song. So give us a little bit of background on this song, Revival.
I'm gonna go get my doo-wop wig so we can introduce the song properly. No, I'm just joking. This song, Baby, it was the first song I ever wrote, actually, that made it into a professional video. When the producer gave it back to me, I did cry. I'm very cry for everything. Okay. And so I cried because it was the first time I had written a song, and I paid out of my own money. Like I had like raised the money to do this project, it wasn't easy. and he gave it back to me, and it was exactly what I wanted. So it was, and I don't know, it was a fusion of everything that I liked. It had like, a little Amy Winehouse vibe, a Lauren Hill, had that doo-wop sound, and then we actually recorded Spanish too. So that one's out on all digital platforms as well, guys. It's called Te Necesito. Okay, Revival, and then the version called Te Necesito because there wasn't like a literal translation. But I love this song. We're actually thinking about mixing and remastering it on an English EP that we are currently working on. So look out for that as well, guys. So that's Revival for you.
Okay, here we are. Magali, Revival.
Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I was there, I was scared, foolish, filled with pride, stranded by myself, watching as the tide rolled in, swept away, took everything but pain. What was I thinking when I let you walk away? I need a revival, baby, to bring me back to life. I need a revival, baby, to drive these crying eyes. Yes, I do. And if you come back to me, back into my arms, all of us survive despite the things that we've done wrong. We need a revival. Those summer nights walking on the beach, you and I. Ooh, it felt like paradise. Never wanted it to end. But now, everything has changed. What was I thinking when I let you walk away? I need a revival, baby, to bring me back to life. I need a revival, baby, to drive these crying eyes. Yes, I do. And if you come back to me, back into my arms, all of us survive despite the things that we've done wrong. We need a revival. Let's take this part to church. Baby, 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 come back to me. Baby, 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 come back to me. I need a revival, baby. I need a revival. I need a revival. I need a revival, baby, to drive these crying eyes. Yeah.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Revival. I was doing a little dance, you know.
That was so fun video also.
Right, real quick. Annika Garza is here. Annika, whew,
Oh, hi. My love, how are you?
yeah, she's gonna be at
Talk
the event.
She has like the most incredible voice. It's so different. Nobody in the industry has a voice like her. It's incredible. She's gonna be at the show on the 27th, guys. So you come check out this incredible talent. I'm already getting goosebumps. I'm getting myself hyped up because I'm gonna get to see her do it live. So it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. She's wonderful.
Yep.
Love you, girl.
I got a chance to see her at the pop-up concert, and she was just wow.
Right?
Yeah, and a big shout out to Sonia Anderson. Thank you so very much for joining us, cousin. You know, she's my little sister that I didn't have. She's my cousin, but we grew up. She's like a month a year and a month younger than me, and so we grew up and together. It was just us three, the three musketeers, and she's
Oh, that's
so. Thank
sweet.
you very much. She's been a little under the weather, but I'm glad to see her here.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah. So, and she says, "Love." Oh, that's sweet. So, you're working on the English album. You're finishing up the album that you have. You've got some music there, and then you have this wonderful show that you're going to be putting on. And I did want people to understand that this is a benefit as well. You're raising money for
Yes.
families for Thanksgiving and for Christmas.
Yes, we are putting all that money toward down families during the holidays, the less fortunate, and all of this is going to that, to the families, whatever people are going to need for the holidays, and for Thanksgiving. So I'm so excited to be a part of this. Not only is Ruby Ann putting on this show and bringing all people on this. She's a pillar of her community and she gives back and she's inspiring. And I love that. And so it's something that I feel proud to be a part of. I've always wanted to give back. And then maybe sometimes you don't know how, but this is definitely an introduction for me on how to do that. So we're actually, her and I are talking about more stuff that we're going to be doing for Christmas, toy drive, turkey drive, like that kind of. We're excited. We have all these.
Yeah, and it's wonderful to see, just being afforded the opportunity to give back to the people that, you know, for artists, it's always the fans. The fans, you need your fans in order to keep going, and it's wonderful. Let me ask you this. I've never seen you live, and I'm excited to do this. This is really wonderful for me. Um, what's it like for you being on stage and having that what people like me feel going, oh, oh my gosh, uh, uh, how does that feel for you?
It's hard to describe. It's like magic feeling that you get when you're on stage and you're performing live and people are like clapping and they're cheering and they're interacting with you. It's incredible. And for a lot of people that don't know this, I've been doing a lot of, like we said, acting stuff, a lot of music videos. So this is going to be like one of my shows back in the game, like to start off like a little mini tour. So this is like everything to me to be able to do a show where um, with the people that I love. I know a lot of friends are going to come out for that show, so it's incredible. It's very special to me. But to answer your question, it's an incredible feeling after I get off the stage and I'm performing. It takes me a really long time to be able to fall asleep, to be able to calm down because you just all the energy is just like throughout your body. It's like a natural high that being on stage. And so I'm excited. I'm really happy.
That's good. And I'm happy for you, Gabriella. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm always late. Gabriella
Yeah,
Martinez.
she is so great. I got to came to my premiere in San Antonio for my film, and it was the first time I'd ever met her, but we had talked, and she's just so sweet. I love her. She sat down next to me, and then afterwards, I told her, I said, "Oh my God, I thought Celine was sitting next to me." It was so she just has that presence and she has that beautiful sultry raspy voice when she sings, and I told her that, ask her. She was like, I get that a lot. And really, she sat down and I'm like, whoa, like her presence, her vibe, it was really great.
She's a spitfire. What a wonderful boost of energy she is. She's just,
Yeah.
and her smile just lights up the room. She's got a wonderful contagious smile. It's wonderful to have. It's a great quality in a person, to have that contagious smile. And I was able to, I've interviewed her a couple of times. I was able to be with her at Las Vegas. We did some projects together there, and it was wonderful. I got to meet her dad and her mom, and she's just a wonderful person. She really is. And now, it's wonderful to see once again this group of women coming into Tejano music and making a mark and showing, first of all, creating a culture of
Yes.
helping each other out, a
Yes.
culture that we are all together. And
Yes.
and yes, you all sing. Yes, you're all, uh, uh, you know, part of the group, but there's no reason for y'all to have any animosity. She says, no, you're the superstar.
No, I just love her. Like you said, I love her energy, and I think she just has a beautiful voice. You know, when her first single came out, "Ask My Fiance," I was always singing it. I'm like, he was probably like, "Stop singing the song already," but I loved it. I messaged her right away. I'm like, I can't stop singing your song. I just love it, and I love you, and she's so sweet. I'm gonna see her again. She's in San Antonio. I'm gonna see her for the Diva Mania. We have a concert together, so I'm excited. That's gonna be September 16th. So I get to see all the girls. So it's great. And it's like you said, it goes back to what you said. It's such an exciting time for women in Toronto right now, and I also think it's so important and much needed that we all stick together. And I'm seeing that uh, so much more, and it's so nice. It's like a nice layer of positivity and also protection. I feel is much needed in this industry.
Yeah, oh, most definitely. And it's no big secret that women had it much harder than men. Back when back in the '90s in the heyday, and it took very formative women in order to be successful. Shelly Lares, Patsy Torres, Elsa Garcia, all of them. They paved the way, but now to see the fruits of that labor that they put in, with all these women coming through and making a mark for yourself, and not having a preconceived notion that, oh, they're not going to want me because I'm a woman, which is
Yes.
which is great. And you know for me as a fan, I think it's wonderful to see, and it's wonderful to have people like you who are so a trailblazer, because you're like, you do everything. You do the acting, the singing, you do your dress, you dance. I mean, you make me tired just watching you dance on your music videos. was that
Can't
always
be a
something was that always something that you were like, okay, I gotta dance? Or is it just something you like, you know you gotta move?
I was like as a child, like my parents, I think that's why they didn't have any more children, because I was this wild little kid. Like I was a toddler and I was like putting on like tutu skirts and just like spinning around the house and do. Like I wanted all the attention. I wanted to always, like, I just always wanted to perform from just like a small age, and it hasn't stopped. I love to dance. Like I was at the gym today dancing and working on my choreo, and like I just love it. What can I say? I love to perform. I don't know what I love more, like making clothes, like performing. Like I'm always doing both at the same time, performing, like, and getting to dance. Woo, I love it. Sometimes my dad gets mad. He's like, "You're so focused on your dancing. He's like, you're not paying attention to what you're doing." I haven't forgotten my lyrics a lot because I'm so into dancing, and then I'm like, "Whoops, I missed that line. Oops, I missed that one." But whatever. It's all in
Well,
fun.
that's the beauty of being a live show. And I want to remind people, it's great to play the music, and yes, of course, play the music, request the music, play it on Spotify and Apple Music. But if you get the opportunity to see them live, nothing beats a live show. It is so
Yes,
organic and full of energy. It's just wonderful. So that's why I keep bringing back this the concerts that you're going to have here on the 27th, which is wonderful. You got another one in September. And it's good to see you out there and showing people, getting people to see you, because especially now that we're on the other side of COVID, which did take a lot of you know you know kept a lot of people out of the being out in the public, and with these areas, it's not gone. It is not
yeah,
gone. It is still here, but with the proper precautions, you can still have yourself a good time, as long as you take the advice and do what needs to be done. And it's
definitely.
and it's wonderful to see that you're taking advantage of this new found freedom, which is awesome.
Yeah, that,
Come to clean.
yeah. Now we're in the of trying to book more shows. Actually, Ruby, Ann, and I decided, it would be a good idea to maybe road together. So you might see a little duo tour of, two divas from the valley, so look out, guys. But we're definitely been talking people wanting to book us, so excited for that. And I will keep everyone posted that on social media always, or you can go to my website, magaliDelarosa.com.
Definitely. And one thing that I did say was, you don't have any caps. You want a cap. You have everything for a female, but you forget about your male fans. No, you
I
have
have
t-shirts. You
hats, I have glittery hats. Okay, you know what? Make it a personal goal to design a man's hat. Okay. And then I'm going to mail it to you, or hopefully give it to you, whichever comes first. But my goal. I need to write it down though, because if I write things down, they're lost upon me.
right?
But hey, you should give the rhinestone hats a try. They're very. I have them in purple, white, black, red,
No,
yellow.
guys like me are not. We're not meant for bedazzled anything. I mean, I couldn't even. I couldn't even. No. I mean, good gosh, I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm a guy because I would be like the worst woman ever. I'd be, hey, hey, Helen, you got any duct tape? I got a tear in my hose.
That is so funny.
I would just be the worst female ever. Come on over here and give me a kiss, boy. It's just sorry. I just am going off the tangent here. But no, it's great to see you doing what you're doing and moving forward. And it's true, pairing up can, give it that variety, because both of y'all are, y'all, even though you're both, Tejano, female Tejano artists and everything else, your music is a slightly different, and it gives a good variety. I know, with Sonia de la Paz being here and Carla Cristina, they had their Chingona party not too long ago. And I was, excuse
Right.
me, I wasn't able to make it there because I was in Las Vegas, but from what I heard, the people that did go, oh my gosh, they were so, they said it was a great show and it's a wonderful ticket. I'm looking forward to them. They're going to be here at the destination in Midland here in September, which I want to sit there and hopefully I can make it. Angel Jimenez, there's another nice voice there. Angel Jimenez, she says, you're doing amazing, girl.
So much. Really quickly, because you were talking about Carla Cristina. If I don't know if she's watching, but maybe she will see this later. I want to congratulate her because I believe she is being considered by the Latin Grammys for something. I'm not sure what, guys, but I saw the flyer and I just wanted to congratulate her. That's huge, and I wish her all the luck in the world that she takes it all the way. That's not. I'm sorry. That's just wonderful to see a female Tejana in for the Latin Grammys. Very proud because last year it was all men, which is also, that's congratulations to them too. But it's nice to see a female in there. So congratulations to her.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, she has all the talent in the world as well. She's gotta. I shared this story before, and when I went to see her the first time that I ever saw her, she was there singing at the VFW, and the sound, there was something wrong with the sound. It really wasn't working well, and she was up there singing, and it kind of fidgeted there when she was singing, but she sang through it, and man, that's a true professional, that you don't let anything else bother you. You just sing through it, and that's wonderful to have that. I seen Annika do the same thing, which is, and her voice is so powerful. The speaker went out. There was no sound. It was just her singing, but she was able to push. I was like, and without a beat, she didn't even. It didn't phase her at all. She just, you know, she didn't. uh,
Incredible, loud, just beautiful voice. It's just, I don't know. It's so unique. She's so talented. It's crazy.
yeah. Gabriella says that it's the Colombian side that that comes out in her. She's also a dancer, which is really cool. And I'm assuming she's talking about.
Oh yes, I'm happy that I'm going to get a chance to see her perform at the Diva Mania thing, because I have yet to see her perform live, but I have seen her videos and she does dance and perform very well. And she wears the little outfits and I think it's really nice. So
Yes.
it's nice to see that.
Well, it's yeah. She's saying she's a powerhouse, and I can't wait to see you perform live, which is Anna, you, and I think it's wonderful to, once again, I reiterate that it's wonderful to see everybody supporting each other, which is really really awesome. It's enveloping. It's contagious, and that's what I hope that it keeps doing. It just keeps, becoming the norm as opposed to being something so different. It's
I
wonderful.
think I see the love and all of that support. I see it starting to really fan out, really starting to spread out. And I had an interview yesterday with somebody, and I told them, I said, I feel like words are very powerful. I feel like when you speak things into existence, they will come true. Like, I always try to make it a point to put positive things out there. Maybe even when I'm not having the best day, but put those vibes out there, because you don't know watching who needs it more than you. There's something that you're going after. I speak to existence. Like, that had happened with the whole acting thing. Like, I had seen a movie. I can do that. I want to do that. And I put it out. And then I'm like, I'm going to do that. And then the next month I got booked for a movie. And I'm like, you have to speak what you want into the universe, I feel, for it to like happen. So
Yeah,
positive vibe.
yeah, positive vibes. I've always said, I like to say hello or give a compliment to anyone that I speak to, because maybe it was a bad day, maybe they're not having a great day, and maybe that's all they need is just a hello, or you look beautiful today, or maybe that's all they needed just to make their day better. And what did it cost? It didn't cost anything but a hello, and
Yes,
that's
I feel like fans do that for me. There's days, we're all human. We all have our going, right? We're stressed out. That's life. And then they'll leave a comment or they'll put something on my YouTube channel, and I'm just like, I'm getting like teary eyed thinking about how comments are everything to me. Those moments where they reach out and they take the time out of their day, that's everything to me. So I just want to say that, fans, thank you for all the support, all the comments. I do see them. I may not respond to every single one, but I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you for giving me that love that I need to continue this journey. Wow.
yeah. Gabriella, she jumps in here and she says, yes, I was first attracted to her style. I didn't know about the music until later, she says. And then she says, Magali wears like 20 hats. It's a power diva. You are big in hats. I've seen you almost every music video you have a hat on.
I almost wore a hat today. I was excited what I was going to wear, but then I'm like, well, I like this gold top. I'll do my eyes gold and the earrings gold, and I'll just wear just my hair straight. Because last time I think I wore it up. Yes, I think about these in detail. Wore it up last time. I wore it down. I was thinking about wearing a hat. I passed on the hat for today. Maybe next time I'll do a hat.
Yeah, I wear a cap, but I have long hair, and and we have as Native American, we have a tradition that women, only your wife or your mother or your sister are allowed to touch your hair. It's very, yeah. And so my physical condition doesn't let me. I can pick my arms up, but if I start brushing, it's going to be really difficult for me. So I just put on a cap, and it's a lot easier that way. So, but yeah, it's that's why I wear a cap. So it's not because I'm bald, even though they say you're bald. And my grandfather passed away at 107, and he had a full head of hair. I think I'm going to go down that path.
Oh, yes. My family, they have a lot of hair. Like, my dad's side of the family, like a lot of like thick hair. Like, he still has like all his hair. My aunts have really thick hair. I'm like, Yay. Yes.
Well, yeah, it's like you're like Whitney Houston. You have your hair up, you have your hair down. It's in curls, it's in straight, it's in the chongo. You're like all over the place with your hair. It's just like your fashion. It's wonderful to see all the different things that you come up with. You know who else has a
Thank
great hair is Sonia de la Paz.
you.
You know,
Yes.
she has she has a friend that does her braids and you know fixes her hair, and it's just amazing.
And she has the most beautiful eyes. They're just gorgeous. I saw a picture. She posted a selfie the other day, and they're like the most beautiful shade of like green and like little sparkles of blue. I was just like looking at her eyes. They are so beautiful. I'm excited.
You're gonna give her Ojo. Don't do that. No, just kidding. Hello to Norma Salazar coming in from Michigan, Holland, Michigan.
Hi.
Yeah, great supporter at Down Music. She's always on Facebook. She's always sending me, you know, thanks to her, I've gotten to meet a lot of music or heard a lot of music that I'm not, exposed to, because I do fall into that trap. I I I get music from promoters and stuff like that, and some of the people that don't have my contact information, they can't get it to me, and she
Hmm.
she makes it a point to share the wealth, and because she's so well connected, and
That's so
it's
nice.
yeah, it's good to have that, and just so that way people better understand where you're from. Let's go ahead and give me a little bit about your background, just so that way people can better, for those people that haven't heard the story, as far as, you know, we know you started very, very young, but what was the journey in brief of Magali Delarosa to this beautiful woman that's in front of me now?
Thank you. Um, well, it all started, when I was little. Like my a huge influence in my life. Carlos de la Rosa, that's his name. Dad, I don't know if you're watching, but hi, I love you. He was in a Tejano band. Um, we just grew up around that. My sister and I. My dad instrument. He was always playing La Bamba for us. Movies were a big influence to me. So it was only natural that like I got choir when I was young. And when I did, like my teacher, Miss Gomez, Rosalinda Gomez, we're for Facebook friends. So maybe she'll see this later. She took me under her wing and she voice and she would have me sing in front of the school board and all these programs, when I go from elementary to middle school where I completely shut down sing at all because I was bullied for singing. And I just wanted to have a normal life and be friends with people. A lot of people don't know this. And then I shut down for those years I was in middle school, but I had the passion still, but I was quiet about it. Then I go to high school freshman year. My teacher, I wasn't even in the class to act, told me, he's like, my son tells me you have a really nice voice. Will you come audition for the play? And after that, he put me in every single play from my freshman year to high school. I won an award at state for my acting. And then after that, of course, I graduated. I got into fashion and then I started doing demos in LA. I worked with Randy Jackson from American Idol. We were in a Latin group with him. And then I just branched out onto my own. And while I was in LA, my dad was finding the right connections, people to help me develop an album in Spanish, which was Esta Vez in 2015. That was my first single and also the first time I had fans. I put it out there and my beautiful Tejano community embraced me. I had fans for the first time. I had the first time Tejano Nation like put my video out there. Um, it was something I had not experienced, not even being signed with somebody like Randy Jackson. Like, our community of people and Tejano lovers is very powerful. And they embraced me. And then it went from one single to two singles, performing here and that. And now we're on album 5, all this time gaining fans, followers, doing all these music videos. Now blessed to be also doing the acting thing, which is something I've always wanted to do. So that's it in a shell.
Well, I mean, it's a
And
big,
this there
it's
I had a daughter too. I'm a
yeah,
mom too.
yeah. You're a mom too, and it's wonderful that it just happens. Life happens, and it's wonderful that if opportunity knocks, you must open the door because you don't know if it's going to knock again. Now, one of your bigger hits from your earlier album is called Amor Barato. So,
Yeah.
what's with that song? Because when I first heard the song, I hadn't seen the music video. I just heard the song and I really loved it. And then I saw that, oh, there's a music video to it. And so then I saw the music video and I was like, who is that? You know, but give me a little bit background on this song because you're very visual in your storytelling.
Yes. So that was the first single off my sophomore album. That was the second album we put out. And the first single we had put out from the first album was a mariachi ballad. So I said, no, this time we have to come with the fire. We have to come with the cumbia. We have to like really showcase the. So we did film that one and I hired this really amazing choreographer. He hired the dancers. We put the costumes together and we shot that like on a rooftop. And then we actually built a set for me. There's like part of the video where like I'm in this like silver bustier and I'm like singing and there's like a fan going, but like we hand built the set that's behind me because I wanted this iridescent silver purple kind of look, and it went really far. I think it's got like what, like 60, maybe over 60K views right now. Like I don't know, I think that's pretty good. Like I'm not really a big numbers person, but like it was a successful single for us. And then it got me to like my Salgado's record label, which was very successful. We had the opportunity to do it. So then, we parted ways, right? And then during COVID, we did a studio album number 4. But, Esta vez led to Barato, which led to my third studio album, Mis Sueños. Like each one just gave me the boost for the next one, So, and we're still going. But this last album for us did really well. Corazón Rebelde was the name of the album. It's the single that's out now, Para que seas, is from that album. And I have to say, all the albums we've done, that one's had the highest streaming, the most purchases, the most notoriety. It had this single that went to number 1 at the very beginning, and now Para que seas is on the chart again. So I'm proud to say we did that independently, completely on our own. So I'm excited to see where the next album goes.
Well, I think one of the things is that, I've said this before, good music is good music. And as long as people have the opportunity to hear it, just giving them the opportunity to hear it, to fall in love with it is really all it takes. And, like I said, I love this song, Amor Barato. So let's just go ahead and take a listen to it. This is Magali Delarosa in Dio on the radio, Cuba Radio, Magali Delarosa's Amor Barato. And you're going to love this video.
Te ha costado
Hey, that was an awesome video, awesome song. You know,
too.
it's wonderful to see. You know, you're so in your element. You know, I can't think of you any outside of that. You're just like, you know, as you're just like, you know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's a great song. It's wonderful. It's and like you said, you know, you're on the rooftop. You're in that. You always coordinate with where you are in your surroundings, which is also pretty cool. You know, you're not too contrasting, you know, and but you stand out from where you're at. But you always have like in the white limousine, but you have white, you have white coat on there and everything. It's wonderful to see. Look at that. Sonia says she loves that song. So that's cool.
For this last video, like I wanted a particular look for the particular outfits that we had and the jackets. I was driving around my hometown and literally I'll go scout the look. I'm like, I'm gonna take pictures of this and I'm gonna take pictures of this. And so I'm very like particular about put ourselves in videos. So yeah, no, I love that video. It's my opener song. So I open the show with that. I'll be opening up at this next show and also for the Diva Mania concert with Amor Barato.
Yeah, it's a great song, and like I said, it's got great energy. It's hard to place it in one little thing. It's got a lot of different elements that make it such a wonderful song. And real quick, this shout out to Marcus Officer. Hey, how are you doing, son? I love Marcus Officer. He's a good friend of mine. Um, and John Henry Medina. How are you doing, John?
Oh, hi. How are you?
And then Andy Bustamante, another wonderfully talented person, beautiful person. Love everything she represents. Definitely one of the most underrated artists, and that's for sure because you have all the talent in the world. And Andy is, it's good to see Andy with with her group La Clave and or El Clave, no La Clave. So yeah, she's amazing in herself. Another one that went to college, for music, and she's just got all the talent in the world. And I wish her the best, and good luck. And Andy, anytime you want to come back, girlfriend, come on back. You can come anytime. She's wonderful. So, going back to to your deal once again, here you are dancing in this music video, and I'm like, God, she's singing and dancing. That's gonna, I'm afraid you're gonna pass it. I know I wouldn't be able to do it. That's for sure. I can't dance and I can't sing, so I don't have to worry about it, I guess.
I'm definitely tired after these videos because we'll do a full day sometimes. Sometimes we don't break it up. Like I think for Solo Necesito last March, we did all day shooting. And then the very last scene, and you can see it in the music video. I was just telling Ruby about this today. I jump up during the choreography and I land and my foot goes, it like beveled a little bit. So after that, it was out of commission for like 2 weeks. It didn't break, but I did have like a minor sprain on my ankle. It was brutal. So sometimes after these videos, I am just like, I'm done, like so tired to tears. I'm done, but it's worth it.
It's worth it. And, yeah, the quality shows in your videos. It's very entertaining. I think that's the key thing that people forget, that music videos aren't just videos. They also should be entertaining as well, in the sense that you get a full, just a smidgen of what it is to be to see it live. So and like I said, you've got some shows coming up. You've got this one coming up in a couple of weeks. They're in the 27th, and in Brownsville. You got Diva Mania coming up. But let me ask you this real quick: where can we get more information about Magali? You mentioned it a little bit, but go ahead and reiterate it for me.
Okay, so my handle on everything is Magali Delarosa. If you want to go into a deeper search, like my bio, like all my stuff, it's magaliDelarosa.com. On my website, you'll find everything, guys. But if you're watching, I do a lot of friend requests on Facebook, but go follow me on my fan page, because I put everything I post on my personal page as well, and I'm already capacity for one page. So follow me on my fan page. I promise it's like the exact same thing. So I hope you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel also. The video just came out. Give it a like, give it a share. I appreciate your support. So just or Google me, Magali Delarosa.
Yeah, and tell us about the merch that you have available.
Well, I have t-shirts available. I have hats, I have jackets too. So the I was doing some cross promotion, guys. So the band jackets that my guys have, I actually have that same design for sale. And then some of the my dancers have worn, those are also for sale too. Not the exact things that they've worn, but the production is available. I also have makeup kits. I have lip gloss kits, which when they first came out, everybody got so excited. But we need some more people buying those kits. So I am going to bring them to the shows that I have coming. So for the women, 3 shades, an eyelash, that's what's in the kit. So that's also available on my website.
Makeup. Oh my gosh, more stuff, girlfriend. It's wonderful to hear. You're just like you gotta.
You can do it. Like do it all. Like don't even think twice. Just throw yourself in it. Like when are you ever gonna get the opportunity to do stuff? Like do it now. Like that's my thing. It's just like take life and just like woo, have a battle with it. Go at it. That's my motto.
No, it's very refreshing to see you just you have so many different things available, and it's wonderful. So for me personally, you got any lipstick that's cherry wrap or red? Just kidding.
Definitely. You're joking, but I have a red and it's glittery. And it's called Fuego. That's like the name of it. So I named it after my dad's group from when he was back in the day.
Back in the day. What brought on the makeup? Did you just decide you want to do a makeup line? I know Elida has her own makeup line as well.
She inspired me. She was one of the people that inspired me. But I also have a friend who's a makeup artist. And she's like, you need to be doing something like this. You need to be doing more like videos, your makeup. It's something I always do my makeup. I don't think I'm the best at it, but like in this business, you have a certain budget for things, for clothes, for hair, for makeup. One of them's going to have to go. For me, it's like, I'll throw down on the clothes and stuff, but like makeup, like, sometimes you can't afford to pay like a makeup artist and a hair, person, So I try to do it on my own. And because I had been doing that for all these years, you need to do something. You need to like a lip balm or like a perfume or like, he'd thrown around some ideas. So I just made it simple. I got together with another friend of mine who she had also done eyeshadows and stuff, and she had done some clear lip glosses. So she had the knowledge and experience and showed me how to do it. And so I came up with just the 3, like a pink, a clear, and a red. And it just made it simple. 3 shades. They're lip plumpers. They're affordable. And then it comes with like a complimentary eyelash because I have no lashes, guys. I always have to wear like fakies. So
Wow, that's
inspired it. And I got a chance to meet her at fanfare because there was like 2 fanfares. Last one, and then there was one before that, which was in July, and she had her merch right by the stage, and she gave me her makeup kit. Like she gifted it to me, signed it. Oh my God. I let my daughter play with my makeup, but that one, nobody can touch that one. I won't even use it. Like I have to preserve its like authenticity. You know what I mean?
right.
She's like a star. She's a star. Like, how can I use this? Like it's preserved its box in its own special place in my room. So she's a big inspiration as well. Wonderful. And she's so sweet and down to earth, You never know what you're gonna get when you meet people. Just been incredible.
Yeah, and it's wonderful to see that you're carrying on that legacy of helping people out, and you're doing your own makeup and everything else, and it just you're more than just a singer. You're more than just an artist. You are a whole bunch of everything, and that's wonderful. A lot of creative people have many different things. I like to consider myself a creative person. I make my flyers and my videos, and then I make music videos, and then short films, and then I write and I paint, and and so it's wonderful to see some a kindred spirit, that way. So, and I'm excited to go and see you perform. Once again, it's going the recent the closest one is going to be in Brownsville, on the 27th, and it's a wonderful cause. Excuse me. The concert is a benefit, for people. And just to give you a little bit of background, the money raised is going to help feed families for Thanksgiving, because they do have a list of people that need food for Thanksgiving, turkeys and stuff like that, and then also some gifts for Christmas. But it's not just toys. They're also going to be giving away, or raising money, so that way they can give gifts to people that are elderly in nursing homes. Uh, uh, what they ask for is just like socks and blankets. It's very small stuff, but I mean, everybody concentrates on the kids, but they don't realize that there's other children, also the children in foster homes that are over the age of 12. There's a lot of them. And unfortunately, that's part of our society, but yet we don't have to forget them. We can always take care of them as well. And it's wonderful. I truly admire you for putting your name on this, and along with giving other people like Annika and all these other singers, giving them the opportunity to perform, and you being there with them as a mentor and as a person. I really appreciate your giving.
I'm very excited. Like I said, it means more to me than I think anybody will ever know. It's the first show back at the game. Like you said, the cause is wonderful. And I do love that, like, mentorship. Like, I love giving that advice and helping where I can. And I feel blessed to be in a position like that. So, like I said before, if anybody would like to come forward at this time, no, I'm kidding. If anybody wants to chat or ask a question, I'm open for that. So
Yeah, and it's great. It's great that you're putting yourself out there and giving people the opportunity to to get to share their thing, and learn from you, because like you said, your journey is so varied and so different from most others. You have a lot of different things. Not everybody can say, I work for Randy Jackson. uh, uh, and that's a wonderful thing, that you've taken all these things and you've learned from them, and you're willing to help. And it's great. So, we're coming to the end of the show, and usually during this time, I know you remembered. I hope you remember that I always give the artist the opportunity to go ahead and just express, whatever it is that you want to. You say your thank yous, or remind people of your merch, and where you are and what you're going to be doing. So, I'll go ahead and remove myself and give you the opportunity, give you the floor, and just the floor is yours, madame. Oops.
I just want to say thank you so much to Lawrence for having me come on tonight. We had a wonderful interview the very first time we interviewed, and this is no different. It was a spectacular interview. I want to thank everybody that joined in, everybody that's watching, all my fans. I love you so, so much. You have no idea how wonderful and how special each and every one of you are to me. I want to thank my parents because they really helped out. With this music video and supporting my career all of these years. I love all the artists out there. God bless you. God bless you on your journeys and everything that you're doing, all your projects. Congratulations to everybody. I see so many wonderful things going on social media with all the artists. So God bless you on your journeys. God bless you, Lawrence. God bless all my fans. I love you so, so much. And guys, don't forget to check out the new single, Para que seas feliz, on YouTube now. The video, it came out so cool. I want y'all to check it out. And then, of course, all my music is on Spotify, Apple Music, or you can go to magaliDelarosa.com and it'll just send you everywhere. So I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you soon. And I hope to see you in Brownsville next Saturday on the 27th at our show. We are giving back to the community. It is for a great cause. Pre-sale tickets are available online. I love you guys. Mwah.
Well, there you go. It's wonderful. Thank you so very much for being here. Once again, like I told you, the door is always open. You can always come back anytime that you want to. Thank you to everybody that was here. Just a quick rundown of all the people that have been participating today and that have also been watching. Obviously, we want to start with Carla Cristina, and then Mario, and then Eddie, Chris Zavala. Thank you so very much. Mario Rodriguez, Gracie, Roxanne. Thank you so very much, Roxanne. Rick, Sonia de la Paz, Annika, thank you. And Gabriela, of course, and my cousin Sonia. Hey, how are you doing, girlfriend? And Colleen, thank you so very much. Gabriela Martinez, of course, so wonderful. Norma, thank you very much, Norma, for being here and always being a support for Tejano music. You're a wonderful person. John Henry, thank you. Andy Bustamante, please come back. You're always welcome here. And everybody else that was listening in on all of the different platforms, and from YouTube to Mixcloud to to Twitch, to my radio station and here in Facebook. Thank you so very much, guys. Magali, thank you so very much for being here, sweetheart. It was wonderful to see you again. I can't wait to see you in concert. We're going to be keeping you up to date as far as what's going on. I will post some stuff. Hopefully I'll be there and do some more interviews and stuff like that. Along with that, let's go ahead and finish the show with that song that we were talking about earlier, Para que seas feliz. The music video is out. Request it. Remember what I say always. Stream the music, but if you want to help out the artist, the best thing you can possibly do, you want to help them out immediately, is go to their shows and buy their merch. That goes directly to the artist and it helps them out some more. And then also, if you're listening to on a radio and you want to hear the song, you want to buy the song, you can buy the song. All you have to do is just hit that add to cart button, and it will take you to Apple Music. Full disclosure, it'll take you to Apple Music. You can buy her song. You can buy the whole entire album if you want to, or any of her albums. I do not make any profit from that sale, but I do get a discount on my licenses. I am fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, CSEC, and all the others that are required. Thank you so very much. Have yourself a great night. We'll see you on the next one.
God bless.
Here is Magali Delarosa, Para que seas feliz.
El gato siempre peleando. Tristemente he decidido que es mejor dejarnos. Ya no soporto esta tristeza.